Okay, so we here at Box Office Maniacs, we're thinking of doing something a little different with this channel. So um, we've got some ideas that have been rolling around in our head for quite a while.
And there's a lot of space there for things to roll around.
So one of the things that we've been talking about is making this channel a little more into a franchise channel, to where we show a lot of franchise films, as in Star Trek, or we just got done doing Poltergeist, you know, things like that. Just going into all these different franchises, whether it be horror or sci-fi or action or whatever.
The thing is, we don't ever hear back from you guys that much, so we don't know if you like our movie reviews we've been doing. The only comments that we normally get is when we do our franchises. And like Vince said, we just did the Poltergeist franchise, and basically what we do, if you've never watched our franchise videos, and up to this point, I think the only franchise stuff we've done are horror movies.
Well, no, we did Star Wars.
Oh yeah, but for most part, we've been doing mostly horror movie franchises. And what we do is we take, buy the DVDs or buy the whole franchise if it's out in a box set, and we review the film, even though it might be, 30 years old. We still talk about the film and what we thought about it. But then we go through every single extra on the DVD. We take a fine-tooth comb and go through all of it and tell you everything that's on the DVD from beginning to end. And, I really enjoy doing it.
And I feel the same way. I like going through all the extras. I always find going through all the special features and all the extras on a Blu-ray, it's intriguing to me, because I like to know how they did things in films. I like to know if there was deleted scenes or a gag reel, or I like seeing that stuff. And some of it's really entertaining, some of it's really interesting. You learn a lot, and then others you don't learn so much, but it's fun to find that out, and it's something that I don't think anybody else is doing.
And the thing too is, a lot of people don't have time. If they say they go out and they buy Poltergeist 2 or whatever, Poltergeist 3, they don't have time to sit there and watch all the extras and all the commentaries and all those hundreds of hours worth of stuff that's on the DVDs. So hopefully they're getting on here and saying, oh hey, what is on this disc? And we tell them, so they don't have to sit there and watch it. But then if they like what we're saying, maybe like, oh hey, that sounds really interesting, maybe I'll go back and watch it. And that's why we do this.
Yeah, and for the ones that maybe haven't bought, a certain Blu-ray, like Poltergeist or like Star Wars or whatever, maybe you haven't bought those Blu-rays yet and you still want to find out what's on them. So we give you the extra features as well as our take on the movie. And maybe with that, that might make your decision whether you want to buy it or not.
And the thing about this as well is it's a lot of work, people. I mean, Vince and I have to sit there and sometimes watch 4 commentaries. So we're watching the movie 4 different times. And if the movie's 2 hours long, I mean, it takes us days, sometimes weeks, just to get through 4 of the commentaries. I mean, it takes a long time. And then some of these have 13 hours worth of extras or 20 hours worth of extras we got to sit through. And we do take notes. This is my notebook. And while I'm sitting there watching, I write all the stuff down. And it's a lot of work going through all this.
Yep, I do the same thing. And we've begun to do that now, is take all these notes, because it's hard to remember. We go through so much, and we go through, like Dave said, watching the film maybe 4 or 5 times because there's 4 commentaries on it. So we're watching it so much that, we have to write down and remember who said what and who did what and what that extra was about and what this extra was about. And it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of work, but we have fun doing it. That's one of the things about this entire channel, is we have fun doing all of this for you guys. We really do.
And my other thing too is I still love going to the show. I still love going out and going to the movies, but it's getting harder and harder for me to sit there with ignorant people. And I said this during a Logan review, but I ended up cutting it out. was I went there to go see Logan, and person in front of me had their cell phone out, like 4 aisles down, distracting me through the whole movie. And then the people behind us were burping and talking through the whole film. And sometimes these are movies, you know, I'm waiting 2 or 3 years to see, and then they get ruined. So now I'm almost to the point of like, do I want to go to the movie and worry about who's going to be burping or who's going to be talking, or to wait 4 months and then watch it in my living room and then review it for you guys? So that's something that, you know, we're talking about. I don't know if we're going to do first run movies anymore, or, you know, just wait until the DVD comes out. We don't know yet.
Yeah, it's kind of up in the air because I feel the same way. I mean, I said this also in the Logan review, and that we didn't add, was that I have a theater that's only about 5, maybe 10 minutes tops away from me. It doesn't take me long to get there at all to go and see a movie. And it's not a bad theater, the theater itself. It's got 16 screens, and you know, and it's a nice theater, nice looking theater. And you go there, and like Dave said, you know, you're going to watch a movie that's, you know, you've been waiting 2, 3, 5, 20 years even, you know, to go and see a sequel to. And then you go and sit down, and they totally interrupt the movie. They mock you, and they make fun of you if you tell them to be quiet. I literally call this place the Hoodlum Theater because that's what they let into the place.
Now, for the next couple of months, we do have a bunch of franchises we're going to bring to you. And when we say franchises, we mean, you know, big films that came out in the 80s or 90s or even the 2000s or whatever. But like I said, we're going to take you through all the reviews for the films and then take you through all the extras of everything. And we're going to focus on this for the next couple months just to see how it goes. And if you guys don't like it, you know, you think you hate the format, we want us to go back to reviewing new movies, we can go do that as well. But I'm just wanting to try something different. Maybe you guys will love this, and you know, we're not going to completely stop reviewing new films. Occasionally we'll get on here. We're still doing forgotten films. We're still doing the Dave Decay Show. Still doing all that stuff. But as in, you know, new releases, we might wait until it actually comes out on DVD and then give you the full review.
So yeah, that's something that we're talking about and we're thinking of, and we would like to get your feedback on that. Please leave comments and feedback. Tell us what you think. You know, should we keep doing new movie reviews, or should we wait for a plane to go overhead? Yeah, because we don't know. I mean, we're flying blind here, and we've been doing this for almost 8 years, or longer than 8 years, and we still only get 20 views per video. And it's, again, it's not, you know, we're not doing this to try to become famous, even though it would be nice, but we're doing it because we enjoy doing it. I mean, every video that we do, I put so much effort into it as if 100,000 people are going to watch it. You know, I don't sit here and think, oh, well, only 20 people are going to watch this, I'm not going to bother with it. No, I put so much effort and time into editing these videos, and, you know, just I enjoy doing it. I put in my time on it. I put in because I've begun editing the reviews as well, and it takes a while to sit there and look up and research things, and you know, just to add some stupid little piece of footage to something. It's like, or a picture of some sort. You know, sometimes it takes a long time to find the right thing to put into the review. I'm excited about this. I'm excited to go back and revisit these movies. And hopefully you guys are excited about it as well. I mean, there's going to be a lot of films on there that maybe you haven't watched in 20 years, and you'll, you know, enjoy listening to us talk about them. That's, I would hope that they would want to do that. That, you know, that's, I do that. I mean, every once in a while I'll sit down and watch, you know, Back to the Future, or I'll watch Indiana Jones or something, or Jaws or something, you know. Something, yeah, it's been on a gazillion times, but I enjoy watching it again. And maybe you only saw it maybe once or twice, and hey, why not see what we thought about it? So that's it. That's us moving forward for the next couple months. We're going to try something a little different,
and see how it works out. So again, we won't know unless you tell us if you like the new format or not. So absolutely put a comment. If you're thinking about, oh, I don't ever comment on them, we need to hear from you. We really need to hear from you.
And one thing about doing the franchises too, especially if there's a movie coming out that goes along with that franchise, we're going to try to get these films watched so that you can you can see the first 3, 4, 2, whatever films that were in the series, and then the new movie that's coming out, we're going to go and see that new movie.
All right, so that's it. We wanted to get on here and just talk for a few minutes and tell you what our thoughts are and what your thoughts are, and we want to hear stuff. So again, comment. We need to hear from you.